The eighth word.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahu la ilahe illa hu. El hayyul kayyum. İnnet dîne indallahil islam.
In the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate. Allah, there is no God but He, the ever-living, the self-subsistent. Verily, the religion before Allah is Islam. If you want to understand this world and man's spirit within the world, and the nature and value of religion for man, and how the world is a prison if there is no true religion, and that without religion man becomes the most miserable of creatures, and that is,
Ya Allah,
O Allah, and
La ilahe illallah.
there is no God but Allah, that solve this world's talisman and deliver the human spirit from darkness. Then listen to and consider this comparison. Long ago, two brothers set off on a long journey. They continued on their way until the road forked. At the fork, they saw a serious-looking man and asked him, "Which road is good?" He told them, "On the road to the right, one is compelled to comply with the law and order. But within that hardship is security and happiness. However, on the left-hand road there is freedom and no restraint. But within its freedom lie danger and wretchedness. Now the choice is yours." After listening to this, saying,
Tevekkeltu alallah.
"I place my trust in Allah," the brother with a good character took the right road and conformed to the order and regulations. The other brother, who was immoral and a layabout, chose the road to the left just for the lack of restrictions. With our imaginations, we shall follow this man in his situation, which was apparently easy, but in reality burdensome. Thus, this man went uphill and down dale until he found himself in a desolate wilderness. He suddenly heard a terrifying sound and saw that a great lion had come out of the forest and was about to attack him. He fled. He came across a waterless well 60 yards deep, and in his fear jumped into it. He fell halfway down it where his hands met a tree. He clung on to it. The tree, which was growing out of the walls of the well, had two roots. Two rats, one white and one black, were attacking and gnawing through them. He looked up and saw that the lion was waiting at the top of the well like a sentry. He looked down and saw a ghastly dragon. It raised its head and drew it close to his foot, 30 yards above. Its mouth was as big as the mouth of the well. Then he looked at the well's walls and saw that stinging, poisonous vermin had gathered round him. He looked up at the mouth of the well and saw a fig tree. But it was not an ordinary tree. It bore the fruit of many different trees, from walnuts to pomegranates. Thus, due to his lack of thought and foolishness, the man did not understand that this was not some ordinary matter. These things were not here by chance, and there were mysterious secrets concealed in these strange beings. And he did not grasp that there was someone very powerful directing them. Now, although his heart, spirit and mind were secretly weeping and wailing at this grievous situation, his evil commanding soul pretended it was nothing. It closed its ears to the weeping of his heart and spirit, and deceiving itself, started to eat the tree's fruit as though it was in a garden. But some of the fruit were poisonous and harmful. Almighty Allah says in a divine hadith,
أنا عند ظن عبدي بي.
"I am according to how my servants think of me." Thus, Through his foolishness and lack of understanding, this unhappy man thought what he saw to be ordinary and the actual truth. So that is the way he was treated, and is treated, and will be treated. He neither dies so that he is saved from it, nor does he live. He is in such torment. Now we shall leave this ill-omened man in his torment and return, so that we may consider the situation of the other brother.